Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Timoncello and today I'm gonna make two drinks that use Unicum. And I've never actually heard about this liqueur before. But since I went to Budapest last week, I came across this bottle in basically every liquor store I found. So I needed to know what it was. So I did a little research upon it. And basically it was invented in 1790 by a doctor. His last name was Zwak. You can also find his name here on the bottle. And you see like the whole hospital logo as a thing. So they really make a thing about that he was a doctor. And he made this tincture with more than 40 herbs. And it was meant for the emperor at the time, Joseph II, who was ruling over the country of Austria-Hungary. And when he tried this, he said, "Das ist ein Unicum," which is German for basically that is unique. And that's why they called it Unicum. So when I was at the airport, I bought two bottles. This one is the regular one. It's basically like a bitter liqueur. It's very strong, it comes at 40%. And then I bought this one, it's called Unicum Szilva. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. But it's basically this with the addition of plums. And well, I actually want to try them first here with you today to give me some specs. Smells already very pungent. Alright. So first this one, the regular one with bitter notes of herbs and spices. Yeah, I can already smell that it's very aromatic. It's a bit like Jägermeister what I'm getting, but way more herbal and more in the street of, oh, I'm getting some Angostura, some aromatic bitters. Oh yeah. Yeah, what I'm getting, maybe like gentian, definitely something that's really bitter. Slight note that is similar to Fernet Branca, but not too much. Alright, let's try this one. It's pretty good. It's not anything that's too similar to anything I've ever tried before. You can compare it to like Amaro Montenegro or Ramazzotti, but it's definitely different. Now let's get to this one. Is it also 40%? No, this one is 34.5. So still strong for a liqueur. Yeah, you actually get the plum on the front, then it becomes bitter, and then it ends soft with a slight sweetness. It's more mellow, it has some caramel notes, but this one is actually also pretty good because it keeps this as a foundation. It's not like it gets totally lost in there. So yeah, let's get to making the drinks with this. Alright, starting off with a drink I've actually already had but adapted. Because when I was in Budapest, I went to this bar. It was an outside bar. You can also see it on my previous video. It's called Koleves Vendeglo. And they had the Budapest Mule. So instead of vodka, they used Unicum. But they used the Szilva, so the plum one. And I thought it was pretty nice, but it was also a bit on the sweet side. So today I wanted to try it with the regular one. So, without further ado, let's get started. Get our long drink, and we're building this in the glass. Alright, and then starting off with the Unicum, of course. And we're going to add 40 mils, which is an ounce and a third. Alright, and adding 50 mils or half an ounce of lime juice. Just gonna pour it in the bigger side of the jigger so I don't make a mess. Perfect. And then actually all that's left to do is top with ginger beer. I'm using Royal Club today. That's what I had on hand. And try to pour off the ice so that it mixes better. And then get your straw. I'm using a metal straw today and use that to stir it up even further. And normally if you're making a Moscow Mule or like a Mexican Mule or something, you could add Angostura Bitters. I'm not doing that now because this one is already pretty aromatic and bitter, of course. So although never trying it with Angostura Bitters, I wouldn't advise it. But maybe it's good. Go ahead if you want to try it, of course. And then last but not least, the garnish. We're just cutting a wheel and just stick it on right here. And there you got it. The Budapest Mule. Alright, next up I am going to make a twist on a Manhattan. That's because I just wanted to know how this liqueur would hold up, because now I'm using the plum one, of course. And well, yeah, basically I wanted to know if it was any good, and I still don't know. So if it's shit, then you will find out. But without further ado, we're going to add 3 dashes of Angostura Bitters. And I'm using 60 mils or 2 ounces of whiskey. You could use bourbon, but I'm using rye because it's more, I wouldn't say spicy, but like it's more harsh. And I think that would hold up better to the sweet liqueur, because normally you would use sweet vermouth, which is a fortified wine, and I think this is a little more thicker in consistency. And well, basically I think that's gonna be, how do I put that? I think it's gonna be harder to still make it like a Manhattan if you use a more mellow whiskey. So yeah, basically that. Alright, so 60 ml, 2 ounces. That's a bit too much. Perfect. And I'm using 1 ounce, 30 mils of the Unicum Szilva. Yeah. I'm sorry guys, I'm not Hungarian. Right. Oh yeah, of course, we're serving this one in a coupe. so I got it chilling in the fridge. Yeah, freezer, of course. Adding ice. Right. Alright guys, how long should you stir? Well, I just eyeballed it, but ballpark 30 rotations will be okay. So, getting that set, I'm getting the cook glass out of the freezer. Alright. And using a jewel strainer, because now it has arrived. I'm no longer using Hawthorne strainers for my mixed drinks. Alright, and then finishing off with a Maraschino cherry. Alright. And well, I haven't actually given this a name yet, but I wanted to call this, because it's an Hungarian twist on the Manhattan, I wanted to call it the MAGYARHATTAN. Cheers. Alright, and there you have it guys, time to taste. Let's start off with the Budapest MULE. Very nice. You immediately get the dryness on your tongue from how bitter it is. You should definitely not add Angostura, because it's almost as if it's already in there. But yeah, pretty nice. Well, next up, the MAGYARHATTAN. Please tell me if you like this name. I thought it was pretty clever. It's actually pretty nice. You definitely get the sweetness from the liqueur, but it's not too sweet, which is actually perfect. Basically like using sweet vermouth, which of course uses grapes, and I think plums aren't too different from that. So we made a variation which isn't too far off the original, and this could still go for a perfect Manhattan. Oh yeah, there you got it guys. So I urge you guys to make this. I urge you guys to purchase yourself a bottle of Unicum, and just let me know if you like it. Use the comment section of course to leave your thoughts, and like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and also press the bell icon. And then I'll see you next time. Cheers!